Right now, millions of people across the country are engaged in daily, deeply intimate relationships with non-human software. These users are not treating the technology like a search engine or a productivity tool. Instead, they seek emotional support, a sense of romance, and a shared life. Even though the interaction consists entirely of data processed on a server, the people on the other side of the screen report a visceral sense of connection. We have entered a period where the traditional gap between a person's need for empathy and a machine's ability to simulate it is starting to close. This graph tracks reported loneliness and depression among adults over the last 10 years, showing a consistent and sharp upward climb. The architecture of social media has largely replaced deep community ties with a cycle of constant comparison and fleeting, shallow engagement. This environment created a widespread emotional gap in daily life, a void that AI companion apps were specifically engineered to fill. AI companions are built on large language models, systems that have processed billions of human conversations to predict the most supportive and comforting sequence of words for any given moment. These models retain a permanent memory of past interactions, folding those details back into future conversations to create a sense of shared history. Unlike a human partner, these programs never experience fatigue, never offer judgment, and never challenge the user. The relationship is designed to be entirely effortless. This creates a highly optimized feedback loop, where the software is programmed to prioritize validation above all other forms of interaction. Biologically, humans are hardwired to seek social connection. For our ancestors, forming these bonds was a requirement for physical survival. When we receive focused emotional attention, our brains release a specific chemical surge of dopamine and oxytocin. The brain's reward system reacts to the sensation of validation itself, regardless of whether that signal comes from a person or a machine-generated text. Because an AI is available instantly and endlessly, it can trigger this chemical response more frequently and more reliably than any human relationship can. By perfectly mimicking these social signals, the technology can trigger the physical experience of love within the user's nervous system. Technology companies recognize that this biological feedback loop creates a powerful sense of dependency in their users. This chart shows the primary business model. Basic emotional support is free, while deeper romantic features and intimacy are locked behind recurring monthly subscriptions. The financial success of these platforms relies on the strength of the user's emotional attachment. The more they rely on the app for comfort, the more profitable they become. In this economic model, human loneliness has been converted into a scalable software product. Healthy human relationships are built on compromise, shared struggle, and the navigation of unpredictable emotions. When someone prioritizes interactions with an algorithm that never pushes back, their capacity to manage conflict and emotional difficulty begins to weaken. This leads many to find real-world human interactions increasingly exhausting, causing them to retreat further into the controlled safety of their digital companions. If future generations grow up with these systems, they may find the risks of human vulnerability much less appealing than the guaranteed comfort of an algorithm. For reflection,